Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Ares, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarine, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Howdy, y'all. I am Adam, the Renaissance Nerd, and last week, Disney's live-action Snow White. We're going to call it Snow White for a reason, because last week, thanks to one Peter Dinklage, it's no longer Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Now it's Snow White and the Magical Creatures, because last week, Peter Dinklage decided to shoot his mouth off in Virtue Signal while pimping a movie that he's making that nobody cares about, Cyrano de Bergerac. A musical Cyrano de Bergerac. Nobody cares. There are far better, older adaptations of that classic novel out there. Go watch those. But he brought Snow White, Disney's live-action Snow White, back into the mainstream, back into the glaring sunlight with his remarks about how, oh, it's you're being racist with dwarves by casting dwarves and blah 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 blah, and it resulted in this. Now they're not doing it anymore, and he's basically destroyed the chance for actors who have dwarfism for getting a chance at these roles. And now Hollywood's probably not going to cast dwarves anymore because Peter Dinklage, the most famous of the dwarves, has decided to virtue signal and show how grand he is and how he's speaking for his people, yet now he's destroyed livelihood for people. But that's just setting the stage for what I want to talk about today. That's just a recap of why we're talking about Disney's live-action Snow White. Last week, during this hoorah, I wanted to add a whole little segment into that video about the actual star of Snow White, we'll just say the live-action Snow White, one Rachel Zegler, this fantastic little SJW monster. And I had a whole segment to go in that video, but that video last week was already running long, so I thought, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'll save it for a more opportune time. And lo and behold, the opportune time has come to my table. And I'm going to dine and feast, and I invite you to sit here with me and enjoy this. Because when she first appeared on the scene, when she was first cast as Snow White, a Latina actress as casting as Snow White, fairest, whitest skin of them all. You get it. You know the story. I made a couple videos, 2, maybe 3 videos. They're no longer here. They got caught up in my purge. So I'm trying to clean up my channel for another attempt at monetization this month. But I made a video one video. First one said, I think this is wrong that they race swapped it, but maybe she's a lovely girl. Maybe she's a nice little actress. Maybe she'll be able to pull it through. And then the following day, Twitter warriors like Data Racer uncovered her Twitter history, where she is a monster. We're going to go over those in a second. She turned out to be a massive SJW monster. Massive. This person, she's not nice. She's not nice. And then the damage control began, and then slowly they faded away because, hey, people have the attention span of gnats. They're gonna forget about this. Well, now Peter Dinklage has pulled all of this back into the spotlight, and right away, people like me and when I did this, I vowed to say that I would not let it slide of what a monster she is. I would not let it slide. I would keep the pressure on. I would keep reporting as soon as she came back into the spotlight. As soon as she shot her mouth off, I would make sure to be there to remind everybody that she's an SJW monster. Now, what is going on? So she came back this week, and here is CBR Disney sees the train wreck that is the live-action Snow White coming. So they are in full damage control right now. They have to fix what Peter Dinklage started. And now they know that this little piece of work is going to come back under the spotlight. So here comes the preemptive narrative. What do I always talk about, guys? I talk about the narrative. The narrative that the Shills and the big production companies, these SJW woke leftists, the narrative they put out there to put a shine, a nice, believable looking, pleasant shine on their beloved little fresh-faced starlets who are just useful idiots, talking heads. Snow White star Rachel Zegler brushes off casting backlash. I get to be a Latina princess. Shut up. So apparently in something on Variety where Andrew Garfield interviews her as actor to actor, she gives this whole thing. She plans and she's trying to revamp her image. Let's pretend that I don't have a Twitter history, guys. Let's pretend I don't have a Twitter history. The actor further detailed the backlash she faced since being cast in the role, noting, "You don't particularly see people who look like me or are me playing roles like that. When it was announced, it was a huge thing that was trending on Twitter for days because all the people were angry. No, we were angry because you revealed yourself to be a monstrous SJW. My original video said, I'm willing to give you a chance if you can pull it off. You might be a fine actress. I just think this is the wrong move." But then the Twitter history showed up. That's when I became angry, when you were attacking people in your tweets. And we're going to go over them in a second because, as always, I had them all collected, but then Bounding Into Comics just put them into one nice little article for me to review for you. Ha-ha! She goes on to say, she plans to love the critics in the right direction. At the end of the day, I have a job to do, and I'm really excited. I get to be a Latina princess. Yay! F you, because here's who she really is. Here's who she really is. Talking about one Kyle Rittenhouse, 17-year-old murderer, 17-year-old racist, a 17-year-old white supremacist. See, that's just the beginning. Now, I had these in chronological order when I collected them, but Bounding Into Comics has their own version. Let's keep going. Rittenhouse was found not guilty, and then she says this, kind reminder that this is the kind of person who aspired to be a cop. So, abolish the police, because, oh my God! So, far left checklist begins. Abolish the police. Abolish law and order in this country. Zegler also called supporter of the Orange Man a racist. You're right. If you're an American, vote for Orange Man to promote free speech. Sit the hell down, racist. Though immediately just casting denigration on people. Just denigrating them because they vote differently than you. They vote a different ideology than you. And look, she's got her pronouns. She then keeps on ranting. Recognize that the person in office right now is a white supremacist and a racist, and supporting you makes you the same. So sit. I cannot stress enough. Sit the hell down, racist. So she likes to call people racists just because they vote differently than her. I think using my platform as any decent human being should is barking orders. Okay, I've donated, share, and will continue to educate myself. There, she's educated. She's smarter. She's on a whole nother level than us mere plebes. On the never-ending racism that I and many other white passing people am to blame for. Do the same, be well. So in a sense, maybe it sounds like you're actually a self-hating individual. You hate your heritage because you say, I have to do better for my white passing. That sounds to me like you're ashamed, making you the true racist here. Actually, I think the new Hawkeye should be a trans woman. Oh, trans woman, virtue signaling. Look at me. Aren't I great? I want more representation. This goes on and on. This goes on and on and on. Well, there were more, but they didn't collect them. Doesn't matter. That is just the tip of the iceberg of this monster. This is what I'm talking about today. Then, don't let Disney, the shills, and the left-wing media put a gloss over this individual. She is an SJW monster. She lives and breathes actual hate. She's the one seeking out and being hateful at people. Nobody is throwing the hate at her. She begins it. Then we're human beings. We respond. Some of us have self-control. Some of us don't. Some of us are going to say things that are sometimes possibly considered ugly. But she is the instigator. When you are seeking somebody out and calling them this before their trial even happens, something wrong with you. When you are calling for the abolishment of law and order, something is wrong with you. When you are going after somebody, calling them a racist when they're not even talking to you, originally, you're the one that goes after them. You are the one who has the problem. She is a problem. But they want to pretend like she's fending off the haters with love, and she's going to love them in the right direction. She is the problem. Remember this. Don't support this movie. Don't support Disney. Disney only cares about virtue signaling. They cast her as a virtue signal. She hadn't actually been revealed to be anything. Her movie, West Side Story, bombed. Nobody liked it. Nobody cared about it. Shazam 2, I'm sure she's going to be brilliant in Shazam 2. That's going to be a Shakespearean caliber level of acting that's probably going to go on there. And now here comes Sony. She hasn't done anything, but they're protecting her because she's a perfect little useful idiot mouthpiece. We must shine the light on her. The sunlight of truth. Remind people continually. Do not let the left-wing media, do not let the Shills, do not let the corporations, do not let them change the narrative that she's the good guy here, that she's the victim. She is the instigator. We are merely responding when she is attacking us. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be appreciated. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Odyssey. Either way, I'm here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic. I'm not here to be everybody's friend because the facts don't care about your fifis. Hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. Real comments are great. Normal people can have a different opinion, still find a way to get along, find common ground. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who are cowards. Say it with me, behind keyboards. You are cowards. I don't care what you think. I will never care what you think, despite how desperately you stroke yourself to me. I don't care what you think. I don't care. And as soon as the rest of the world aligns with that type of thinking, you're going to drift away because you have no real power. So thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, email me at therednerd@gmail.com. I'm on Getter now, @therednerd, the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can also follow me on Odyssey @TheRenaissanceNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.